The time has come to witness the origins of the Punisher.
Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Lukimus Prime here, so it is time for another review today, and today is going to be a special one because today I'm going to be reviewing this time a fan film, and this is also a short film as well, released in February 2023, and it's a fan film about one of my favourite anti-heroes of all time from Marvel Comics, a character I've done reviews for the films of before, and this film I'm going to be reviewing is, of course, none other than 2023's The Castles, a Punisher short film. So this was, of course, written and directed by Sonequa Robinson, and, of course, is a short film all about, of course, the origins of the character Frank Castle before he becomes the Punisher. So, now, how was this film made then? So, I've already mentioned, of course, that Sonequa wrote and directed this, and the choreography for this was by Sonequa Robinson, and also Steve Royal Phillips and Paul Hurley, who also stars in this film as the main character, Punisher himself. With special effects done by Marlin Crucio Crucifix and John Sorey, cinematography by Kalen Love, and also sound is also by my favourite YouTuber of all time, Empire Fan Productions, and when it comes to the release of this film, it was released on 13th of February 2023. And when it comes to, of course, when I first saw this film, I watched this film when it first came out, and I absolutely loved it. I personally think it's an amazing short film, just absolutely fantastic. And if you guys want to see, of course, my thoughts on it as well, I also rewatched it on the channel as well last year. So if you guys want to see my rewatch of this film, then please go check out that. And this film is also written to be in the same shared universe as another fan film that my favourite YouTuber Jay is involved in, which is, of course, Spider-Man 2 Spiders. So, it's definitely, of course, really exciting, really, how it's in that same universe, really. There's lots of potential there, absolutely. So, now, what is this short film about, then? So this film, of course, is the beginning chapter of Frank Castle's origins before his war against corruption and evil as the Punisher. Frank, a recently retired Marine, is living a happy life with his wife Maria and their daughter Lisa, until tragedy strikes when a hit is placed on them. So, now, what do I think is great about this short film then? So, here's why I'd say this film is absolutely fantastic. So, I think it has a really great cast of actors in this film. So, when it comes, of course, to Frank in this, he's, of course, played by Paul Hurley. And I think Paul Hurley did a really amazing job playing Frank in this film. He did a very good job portraying the side of him, of course, where he's a happy married man with his daughter, living a great life. And then, of course, as the film progresses, he then, of course, becomes the absolute badass we all know and love as the Punisher. Considering this film is only 8 minutes, he did such an amazing job showing Frank's character in that time. Just amazing, absolutely. And I'd say that he's on a similar level in terms of awesomeness as a Punisher to other actors before, like, for example, Jon Bernthal, Thomas Jane, and Ray Stevenson. I think he's definitely on a similar level to those actors because he's absolutely fantastic in the role as a Punisher, just brilliant in my opinion. And I think he played him so well in this film. I also, as well, like the casting of Kat Borovica as Maria Castle, who, of course, is Frank's wife. I think she did a very good job playing Maria in this film, and I think as well that she had very good chemistry with Paul in this film as well. They did so well together, in my opinion. And I also like the casting of Journey Lockhart as Lisa Castle. I think that she did also do a very good job playing Lisa in this. I think the whole family in this film had really good chemistry. And you can tell, of course, how much, of course, they love one another, really, because of that amazing chemistry. It feels so natural, in my opinion. And I also, as well, like the addition of Steve Royal Phillips as the character Hatchet. And I personally think he did a really good job playing Hatchet in this film, made him, of course, a despicable villain, and the hit's been placed on the family, and he's, of course, there to take them down. I think he did a really good job playing him in this film. And he, of course, was also involved in the choreography alongside Paul and Sonequa, and I think the choreography in this film was amazing, which I'm going to talk about now. So, of course, when it all kicks off and, of course, the fight happens, I personally think it was really well done. The choreography was, in my opinion, absolutely fantastic, and it felt really authentic as well, and was definitely lots of fun to watch. And I also as well liked as well the makeup department because the film of course features blood, which is to be expected in a Punisher related project because the character is dark and his stories of course are dark as well. So of course we've got to feature darkness in the haven't we, of course. And I think we did a really great job with that. I've also definitely got to talk about the sound in this short film as well, which of course is by Jay himself because he did the sound for this. And I definitely think, Jay, that your sound choices were absolutely excellent. You included lots of brilliant sound effects when you edited it. And I also, as well, really love the music choice in this, where you included music from Transformers. I personally think the music fits so well, considering it's not even about Punisher, that music, it's about Transformers. It fits so well into this short film. I was really impressed by how well it turned out. I loved it. And the music just fitted so well for it. And I also, as well, definitely think, considering the film is only 8 minutes, but in my opinion, it was really well paced because it was able to show Frank's story as a retired Marine really well. And then it, of course, shows him then, of course, rising up to become the Punisher we all know and love. I definitely really love that about this story. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. Yeah, I really love that. And I just think he was just excellent from start to finish. And, of course, this is only the beginning too, as the ending of the film shows. Because at the end of the film, of course, Frank is mourning the loss of his family who get killed by Hatchet. After, of course, he defeats Hatchet, which is definitely, in my opinion, a really badass fight, absolutely. And of course, this was setting up, of course, the next one, which of course is Frank is Dead, which I'm going to be reviewing next. I'm very excited to do that. But for now, though, I definitely really loved The Castle Wolves, a Punisher short film. In my opinion, a fantastic short film. Just how you kick off, of course, like this, you know, like universe for a Punisher. And of course, speaking of the universe, I love how it also referenced, of course, Spider-Man 2 Spiders, because we saw on Marie's computer a picture of a Kingpin from that fan film, which is definitely a very cool connection. So I love how even though it's in a shared universe, it still focused on Frank's story and didn't like try to set up a shared universe. It just stayed focused on Frank's story. I really like that about it, how it focused on Frank's story really, rather than showing a multiple franchises in one universe down our throat thing. I like how they stayed focused on Frank's story. I thought that was very good in my opinion. They did a good job with that. So when it comes, of course, to a short film, guys, I think it's absolutely fantastic. And if I was to give it a score out of 10, because in my opinion it did so well at it, I would definitely give it for me a full-blown 10 out of 10. And I'm very excited to review the next film, of course, which is Frank is Dead. I'm very excited about that. So, guys, this is me doing my review for, of course, 2023's The Castle, the Punisher short film. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to leave in the comments what you guys think of this short film. If you've seen it, leave in the comments below what you think of it. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe who's coming in the future. And I'll see you all later.